Hi, this is the Eternal King. Bringing you another episode today, kind of more of a discussion episode where we talk about cards and their place in the meta and how they're performing. So, today I wanted to talk about Sump Monument. Currently, Teemo with Sump Monument is hovering at 50% in Standard. Now, if this card can't perform well in Standard, it's definitely not going to perform as well in Eternal. It's basically an RNG card, right? So it's going to hang around 50%. And at first, people thought this was busted. Then they realized that over time, if you shuffle 100 puff caps into the opponent's deck through Sump Monument, on average, they're drawing 5 puff caps a turn, right? And say in the opening turns, you manage to do 15 deal 5 damage to them. They only have 15 life left. That should put them on a 3-turn clock. But we all know that's not necessarily how shrooms work. Sometimes, the opponent shuffles 20 shrooms into your deck, they have 100 shrooms in theirs, and they manage to lethal you from full health just on 20 shrooms alone, right? And it kind of shows you how polarizing this card is, but also unpredictable, right? Me personally, I would never want to play a deck that is just roll the dice 50-50, you win, you lose. Like, that's kind of the definition of a meme. But, for the players that kind of enjoy that, absolutely go for it. It is one of those things where some monument can sometimes just carry you through games. 100 plus puff caps in your deck, you don't care, doesn't matter, because you just don't draw them, right? You just won't draw them. But again, if you do want to play a little more reliably, a better traps deck, I do recommend Caitlyn. I recommend Answers. I recommend an actual deck if you can stomach running that. So this has been another kind of little talk episode, and I'm thinking I might do more of these. There's a lot of kind of polarizing cards in LOR, but for now that was our little talk on Sump Monument. It's not a broken card. It's a 50-50 card. It's actually very reminiscent of a certain ramp card that has kind of seen similar results, and it's also a landmark, and that's kind of how landmarks go in LOR. And I'm talking about Targon's Peak. Reduce all the cost of all, a random card in your hand to 0, and you get your free A Soul, or you get your 2 free 10/10s, and it's just like pure RNG 50-50. And like those decks will never perform better than raw 50% on ladder, because it's basically the law of large numbers, where if the deck first comes out, it might do pretty well, but over time that evens out. And of course, there's even landmark removal in the game. So God forbid someone runs landmark removal. Now your deck's really, really bad. Not only are you reliant on RNG, now your entire build around no longer functions. So, I try to stay, even though I am a meme player, I try to stay away from the hard memes, the Targon's Peaks, the Sump Monuments, but go for it. 50-50 is not bad. There are definitely worse decks out there. So, this has been Eternal King, kind of giving you a talk on high RNG cards in LOR. They feel great when they work, they feel terrible when they don't. Take care.